Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh no, look, there we go. There's the light, Donna. Today, we are going to be crocheting a granny square. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Donna. This is my Wonderland, and today we are going to be doing a granny square. Now, I am in my living room / dining room in my window seat, which I tidied up in my declutter video, which you can see there. Wouldn't have been able to sit in this time last year. But I thought I'd give you a different view. We're going to be doing a granny square today, and I've actually found a really easy square. So normally with granny squares, the way I was taught was to make a magic circle, do a ring of stitches, do another ring of stitches, and then start to corner off the edges. This particular granny square starts with cornering off the edges, so I think it is a really, really great one for beginners. This is going to be using double crochet, which we did in our beginners crochet series, so I will link the series up here if you want to learn how to crochet. And then this is your first like proper little project that you can do. And granny squares are so versatile. You can make so many different things with it. I've seen people make hats with granny squares, blankets, bags. You can do all sorts, tops. The list is endless. Once you have got the idea, you can go and search on YouTube. There are so many different types of granny square that you can do with so many different patterns. And if you remember, I made my phone bag a couple of weeks ago, and I'll link that for you if you missed it. And it had this beautiful little granny square as the pocket on the front, and you could do a beautiful blanket with that. And the great thing about them is they can be any size you like. So you can make them small, you can make them big, you can make a whole blanket that is just a granny square pattern that you could just do one big square. So it is so versatile, and it is such a good starting point for anybody new to crochet. So we are going to jump straight into that now. Okay, so I've got you balanced on some books, and this is actually was just sitting on the table. If I'd have just looked around, I'd have seen it. So this is the pocket that keeps my headphones, and it's this sort of 3D. It's so pretty. I really like it. So I'm not going to teach how to do this one today because it is a little bit more complicated than the general granny square. But I will show you, and I'm going to be using this pink yarn here. It's just double knit. Matches my cup perfectly, don't you think? My cup is actually empty of tea. Smiling at Matthew. He's shaking his head at me, but I've got no tea left. I'm going to be here a while. I definitely need tea. Maybe if I just leave my cup over here on the table, it might magically get tea in it. Okay, so this is not what we're aiming for today, but you can go back and check out the pattern that I use for this, the Etsy seller that I got the pattern from. If you want to try this, if you are feeling a little bit more advanced, you could do this. But we are going to start with really simple. This is such a simple granny square. I'm so chuffed that I found this one for you guys because like I say, starting with the magic ring and starting with circles can sometimes get a little bit complicated. So you're probably going to hear the kettle in the background now as well. But that's my own fault. So we are going to start with a slip knot, and I am just using my 4mm hook, I think, my 4mm, and I will link this in my kit as always. All of my crafting supplies are in my kit linked below. It is an affiliate link, so if you do buy anything from that link, I get a small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So it's just a way to support the channel. And another way you can support the channel is by hitting the like button if you are enjoying this. So we are going to chain 4, so 3, 4. So I've got 4 chains there. You see the chevrons, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are just going to do a slip knot back into that first stitch. So go through that first stitch, getting myself all mixed up. So slip through the first stitch, so you've got the 2 on the hook, so you're creating a ring. Yarn over. She says she's got the yarn in the wrong place. because I was trying to do it backwards. Yarn over, pull through the loop, both loops, and then we have a ring. You see that? So it's a tiny little ring just made of those 4 stitches. It just looks a bit like a knotty mess, but if you pull it apart you can see that there's that centre just there. Okay, and that's what we're going to be working into. So now we have done that, we are going to chain 3. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through to chain 3. That's going to count as our first double crochet. Then what we're going to do is crochet 3 more double crochet into the center of that ring. So you're going to yarn over, go through the center, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yep. So let me turn you around so I can show you. Okay, so we've done 1. Now we're going to do the second one. Let me get the end out the way. Yarn over, through the center, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again yarn over, through the center, pull up a loop. So you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is 4. Now we've got that first chain 3, we've got 1, 2, 3 full double crochets there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 2, and this is going to make the corner of the square. So 1, 2, 2, so that's chain 2, and then we're going to do 4 double crochet into that corner, into that loop again. So right into the center, 1, guys, I got a T, 2, thank you, 3, and 4. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 again. So this is your next corner, 1, 2, and then again, you guessed it, 4 double crochets into that center. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so we're going to chain 2 again. 1, 2. So I believe that's going to be our third corner. If we look, 1, 2, 3, and then we need another one. So we've got to create the 4th side of our square. So again, even though it looks pretty tight in there now, we're going to do another 4 double crochets into this center. So yarn over, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, 4, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we are going to slip stitch into that 3rd chain of that very first one that we did. So there's 1 chevron there. Oh, don't know that you can see properly. 1 chevron there, 2 chevrons there, and then this is the 3rd one here. So we are going to go into that top part of that stitch, that chain, and we are going to slip stitch. So now you can see we've already got this square which is amazing. I wish I'd known this one when I was little and starting out, because it would have been so much easier than making this ring and then trying to make the corners work. So this is a nice simple one. So what we're going to do now is chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and again that starts us off on this. That's a double crochet. And then we're going to do a double crochet into every chevron. So that's going to be 2. That's going to be 3. And this one's going to be 4. And now we're into that first chain space. Okay, so when you get to the chain space, what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 double crochet into the space, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet to create the next corner for this round. So double crochet 1, double crochet 2. Oh, my colour's changing. Then crochet, chain 2, sorry, double crochet 1. Oh, dropped it. Double crochet 2. I see a kitty coming. And that finishes off that first corner. So we have got the chain space there, 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 2 double crochet. So that's created the corner. And you're going to just continue that all the way around. Make sure that you don't miss the first chain stitch, because it is easy to miss. So we're going to go into that space there, because your 2 from the corner can end up covering it up a little bit. So 1. You right, kitty? She don't know what to do with herself. She's not used to me sitting here while she's inside. 2. 3. 4. And now we are into that next corner. So we're going to go double crochet 1, double crochet 2, chain 2, double crochet 1, double crochet 2, and then we are on to this next side. So let me try and change the angle of my camera so you can see a little clearer. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better now. So we're going into this third side, and we want to do those 4 stitches. So we're going to go yarn over into that first stitch. Make sure you get in that first one. I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. First one there, which almost feels like it's underneath the last 2 double crochets you did, which is a little awkward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're into that corner, into this corner space here. So we're going to want to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, then 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then we're into that last side. So you want to make sure that you're getting the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, little one there. Yarn over through that first one, one, 2, 1, 2, 3, and the last one on that side, 4, and then we're going into this space as we've done before, so double crochet, 1, double crochet, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet, 1, double crochet, 2, and then again we're going to join in the top of that chain 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, that's the top one there. So slip stitch, sorry, into that one, slip stitch. So that's joined that. Okay, so now we have got our square evolving. So you can see that there, which is very cool. Now this next round is going to be slightly different because we have got all these extra chains here, all of these extra stitches. So instead of ending on the corner and slip stitching, you're going to do the corner, do a couple of stitches, then join the square. So I will do this round, I will go round, we're doing exactly the same. So make sure that you're double crocheting into each of the tops of these. Then in every chain 2 space, you double crochet 2, chain 2, double crochet 2, and then start on the line. Just remember to get that first one, make sure that you're not missing it, and go all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're back on this corner. Corner. How pretty is that looking? So I did 8 stitches in between each corner if you wanted to be counting and making sure that you are hitting every stitch. So there was 8, and you just have to sort of keep an eye on that as you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 single crochets meant 8 spaces to go into. But we're going to do this corner now. So exactly the same as all the other corners. You're going to do that double crochet 1, double crochet 2, chain 2, and then double crochet 1, double crochet 2, and then you are going to make sure that you get these last 2 stitches here. So one, 2, and then join in that top 3rd chain of that first one of the last row. So I've got an extra bit, I can feel it. So there you go, that's joined in the round, even though we're making a square. So that is what the square is looking like right now, and you would just keep doing that. So chain 3, go around, work into every space, and every time you get to that chain space, you're going to do 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. So each row you are increasing by 2 stitches. So you should be going up by 4 each time. So there should be 12, I think, to go into. Let me just check my maths on that and I'll come back to you in a sec. Okay, so yeah, 12. So we've gone from 8 to 12. So it's going up by 4 each side because you've got the 2 stitches in the corner that you're putting in extra. So a couple of things to say about this. As you're going, you're getting these lovely holes that are dictating where the corner is, which is a really pretty pattern. But a couple of things just to bear in mind is that when you are on this last stitch, don't be tempted to put a crochet into this first chain 1 there. So your chain 1, chain 2, and then this is your next stitch to put an actual stitch in. So just be mindful of that. You can put stitch markers in here so that you know when you get to this space you need to do that. So if that just helps you, because when you're working like this and you've got your hand over your work, it's kind of hard to see where those corners come up and it just all looks round. So you might find it really helpful to just put a stitch marker in these 4 corners so that they are more obvious to you as you're going round. But again, you can make them as big as you want, so you can just keep going until you've used all your wool if you want to, or you can make them at a certain size. It's very easy to count the rows here, so you can make sure that whatever you're making, if you're going to do a number of squares to put together, 1, 2, this is the 3rd round, this is 1, 2, 3, 4th round. So you can really count the rows and make sure that you are making your squares the same size. This is a great little project to get started with, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, I do crafting every Sunday. So if you hit that subscribe and notification bell, you'll be notified when I upload. I also tend to upload on a Thursday with some home fragrance videos and sometimes on a Tuesday with a bit of decluttering if I have time. Pretty busy at the moment in the old work, so those are foregone at the moment, but I hopefully will be back to uploading those soon. So if you are interested in sticking around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, pop a red heart below. I'd love to say hello and thank you to you for watching right to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.